In his commentary to this pasuk, Rashi quotes the words Nachash Nechoshet and makes the following observation: Lo ne'emar lo la'asoto shel Nechoshet. Nowhere in the text do we find that the instructions to Moshe were to make this Nachash out of copper. What he was told was to make a saraf, which at this point in time will be synonymous with a Nachash, but the material that was to be used was not defined by HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ela, but, which is code for I am now going to provide you with a reason as to why this Nachash was made out of Nechoshet. It is because Amar Moshe reasoned the following, that HaKadosh Baruch Hu kora'o Nachash, God called this object a Nachash, Vani eseno shel Nechoshet, I will make this Nachash out of Nechoshet, out of copper. This will be a Lashon Nofel al Lashon. In English we call this a play on words. Both words are comprised of a nun, chet and a shin, and this became Moshe's justification for making a copper snake, rather than one out of any other substance. There are a number of difficulties associated with this commentary of Rashi. We shall be looking at 4 of them. Difficulty number 1, there is a general pattern that Rashi adopts in his commentary to the Chumash text. One of these self-imposed rules is that he rarely presents the textual difficulty within the actual commentary. This Rashi seems to violate that rule. In the words of Rashi, Lo ne'emar lo la'asoto shel Nechoshet, which is another way of asking why he chose Nechoshet as the substance from which this Nachash would be made. This difficulty becomes more pronounced with the knowledge that the question is so obvious. One just needs to compare Pasuk 8 with Pasuk 9, and the discrepancy becomes immediately apparent. As such, the entire first component of this Rashi was unnecessary. Rashi could simply have begun the commentary in part 2, Amar Moshe HaKadosh Baruch Hu Koro, etc. And as with most other Rashi commentaries, we would have figured out the textual anomaly that Rashi is addressing. Putting aside for a moment the issue of Rashi's style, there is an even more pronounced problem, and that is one in which Rashi appears to be building his commentary upon information that is incorrect. When one takes a closer look at Pasuk 8, we will see that he was told to make a saraf, not a nachash. While it could be argued that the word saraf and nachash are synonymous, the fact remains that he was never instructed to make a nachash. And consequently, Moshe's justification for using nechoshet on the basis that it is phonetically connected to the nachash that he was told to make becomes invalid. So question 3 will need to address the problem that Moshe's justification for using copper, nechoshet, rather than some other material cannot be sustained.